I remember seeing this advertised online, and I told my wife Emma, guess what movie is available to check out on digital platforms online? She's like, oh, what movie? I was like, Popeye's Revenge. Her response was, why does he want revenge? Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for taking your own time out to check out my review of Popeye's Revenge. And this is a one where I watched this tonight as I'm recording this video, which is currently March 5th. I had to just check on my watch. And I have a lot to say. This movie is bad. So prepare to have this movie's arse handed to, because we're going to have a lot of fun as we dive deep into this review. But let's put the professional hat on for just a moment and let's give you the kind of cast, crew, and what this movie is all around before we get into the meat and potatoes. This is directed by William Stead and it's written by Harry Boxley. Now, if you've never heard of Harry Boxley, he's done a lot of B-rated Disney horror movies like Mouse of Horrors, Cinderella's Curse, and basically that is his entire resume of doing movies like that. Not saying that he can't be a talented writer, but he isn't exactly trying to push himself to be one. Let's just put it that way. And the cast that we have involved in here, I mean, you've probably never heard of any of these names apart from one name, which you might be quite surprised by. We've got Emily Mogg-Illner as Tara, Connor Powells as Dylan, Danielle Rowland as Donna, Bruno Cryan as Nick. We've got Danielle Scott, who's been in Freddy's Fridays, which I have covered on the channel. And the big name that you might actually know here is Atlanta Marino, who's actually an adult entertainment star. Yeah, take that as you will. And the plot, I mean, let's just throw the professional out of here. Popeye's just out to kill a bunch of people. That's all you really need to know, because the story is not even worth your time at this point. So, okay, Mike, have you got any positives for Popeye's Revenge? Have you actually got anything that is actually worthwhile from taking away? And the answer is not really, but I will give credit where credit is due to one single person in this movie, and that is Stephen Murphy as Popeye. At least the guy is buff, he's a big guy, and he is quite muscly, so he actually fits the image of Popeye. Yes, not 100%, but at least the guy actually fits the aesthetic and the thesis of what Popeye should be. Do try to go for some gory kills, and there is some effects that they do try to use with fake blood that, isn't exactly the worst I've ever seen. By no means is it the best thing you're ever going to see since sliced bread, but it's actually okay for what they try to do. And that ultimately, guys, I'm going to be quite frank, is honestly the positives over. So let's just get into the negatives. So strap in, put your buckles on this roller coaster, because we're about to go a bit turbulent as we go into our negatives. The first negative is here that the cinematography gives Rob Zombie a run for his movie. With this clip you can see right here, this is got to be some of the worst shaky cam I've ever seen. But also, how do you get a still image of an outside of a building to go like this, like a roller coaster, like this, for a good few seconds? I showed the clip to my wife and she was like, by God, that's atrocious. And that was the only clip she saw of Popeye's Revenge. So that goes to show someone who's not even seen this movie, that is enough to put her off. And so it bloody well should. My friend Ryan at Real Talk with Ryan was like, hey, I've got nothing else to do, I might check this one out. And I said, man, save 80 minutes of your time and please do something better, because I'm not going to get that back. And hopefully you guys won't get that back either if you do decide to waste your time on this movie. Okay, so if you may be playing a drinking game and every time Popeye gets a kill, you might be pretty slashed by the end of the movie and the 80 minutes, to the point where you might actually have an okay fun time with this outing. But besides that, if we're touching more into the negatives, so firstly, the cinematography is absolutely pants. At times it's bright and clear image, and at times it's really dark. They reuse the same location settings. It's almost as if these characters are so dumb they can't hear what's going on outside of this remote place where they're staying, because there's kills that's happening literally at the lake that's on the back of where they are staying by Popeye, and they're not hearing screams, they're not hearing any terror or shouts. They're literally just having a party and they're not hearing anything. I'm like, hold on. This is just beyond relief and beyond belief for them. I'm not beyond relief. I was beyond relief when this finished. But there's just so many questionable elements here. Also, the audio is absolutely all over the shop like a bull in a china shop. And what I mean by that, and I'm not kidding you guys, it is really a mess. There might be one scene where the characters are literally in the same location. The actress steps out one little bit and her audio goes echoey, and when she steps in the frame the audio is then crystal clear, and I'm just like, are we playing with amateurs at work here? Is it a first time directors? We like trying to do this? I mean, I don't know what the hell was going on in those moments with the audio. But then not only just that, the one scene that made me laugh right at the beginning of this movie is there was an actress who's clearly from Liverpool. She's got a Liverpudlian accent. And she's putting on a fake accent, but then in an accent, and she's speaking Liverpudlian. And I'm just like, where actually are you from? Like, what accent are we picking to have for this movie? Do we not even know what we're doing? Did the director just shoot the one thing and thought, oh, actually, hold on. You're meant to have this accent. You're not actually meant to sound like you're from Liverpool. But then they don't edit that out. They don't do another take. They're just like, yeah, that'll be fine. We've got no choice. That will be okay. So stupid. Beyond belief. Okay, and then the next scene that made me laugh was there is a makeout scene. Okay, let's keep it PG. There is a makeout scene where this is just dumb 101, right? But the first instance is in this makeout scene, the girl is on top of the guy. Okay, they're getting it on, and the cinematography clearly shows this girl is in her, like little thong, her pants, right? This guy has got his pants on still, so it's not as if they're doing the act, although they're doing the motions as if they're doing the act. You can clearly tell they're not doing the act, right? So therefore it takes you out this just whole mystique to start with, and you're just thinking these two people are making just weird, stupid noises right now, although they're not doing the deed. And then, unless this guy has like a 20-inch python, they are definitely not doing the deed, or he has some magical way where he's still got his full trousers on and he's still, I don't even know, right? Anyway, they come out with this place where they've just been doing the deed and they're making really loud noises. Around the corner is his girlfriend, so he's cheating on his girlfriend. So I was questioning, being like, hold on, his girlfriend is literally round the corner while these two people are getting it on. How in hell did she not hear two people getting it on in the cave, and then them two people, her boyfriend and this love interest, walks around the corner? How the hell at that moment did she not put two and two together? The writing is so lazy. It's, sometimes it can be bad writing where the movie is that fun, you can distract yourself from the awful writing at play, and you can just be like, right, you can excuse one or two dumb moments in the movie, right? But this has nothing going for it except for maybe, a really great laugh with some friends and some alcohol. That's the only thing that Popeye's Revenge really truly has going for it. The cast are terrible, and I can't really say I blame the cast, I blame the writing overall, but they're not exactly given any directing style. So the William Stead may have as well not have been there on those days directing, because I don't know what the heck he even directed in the first place. Harry Boxley's writing, the guy might need to go back to some writing classes or something to deliver a better project. And I don't want to sit here and kind of try critique and, really say bad things about these people. I don't know them. They put out a work, and I chose to watch that, right? I can completely take that consensus on board, and I can own the fact that I spent 80 minutes to watch Popeye's Revenge. But if this is the best that these two people can honestly do, I don't think they're going to get very far. Let me just put it that way. This is clearly a 1 out of 5. Yeah, Popeye's Revenge, I can't honestly give it more than that. But have you seen this movie? Is it going to be one you actually check out? Well, hey, let me know down below in the comment section so we can continue the discussion down there. Big thanks to all my awesome patrons who help to support the channel. You can join today from only £2 per month. Link is down below in the description box. And in the meantime, if you haven't seen these videos of mine, which is also kind of Disney reimaginings and kind of in that field of things, well, click over here, have a bit of a deep dive. Till next time, I'll see you guys. I'll be seeing you later.